So by now you'll have a clear understanding as to why this company in its short history is exceeding all financial forecasts and is generating such a level of interest. In addition, what we're going to show you is more about the business side of things. People get involved in this because the bulk of people want to earn a few £100 extra a month. Many people will go on to create a full-time income from a part-time contribution, and you'll have some people that will go on to not just transform their financial future, but to create an extraordinary and exceptional quality of life, all of which we'll cover. First, though, what you want to be sure of is the market you're entering into is growing. And this market is for two primary reasons. The first is the baby boomers. The baby boomer generation, of which I am one, will pay anything to grab hold of the remnants of youth. And that is one habit that is causing a huge trend to not just happen with the baby boomers, but everybody behind it as well. The other thing is that there is a growing skepticism and a movement away from prescription drugs, and people are looking to take responsibility for their own well-being, primarily with natural products. Other reasons for people doing this business is wanting more time, for instance, with family. Or maybe just doing stuff that you really enjoy doing. Many people, of course, are really keen on the idea of travel. Now, one thing that you might want to consider is that at the moment, this company is in the UK and is in Ireland. We're also in Europe. So you can already travel to these places and take your business and build your business with you. 2015 will see us open up in the USA, and from there we'll go around the world, Australasia, Philippines, etc. So one of the benefits of being self-employed is that you have particular tax write-offs. So of course, while you're traveling building your business, you can offset some of that against tax, which is fantastic. So why is this company generating such a level of interest? Well, you've already looked at the expanding market and the fact that we're going around the world entering into that market. You've also got a clear idea now that we've got a product which is unique and also particularly is used by people on a monthly basis. They reorder, so your income increases every single month too, and the price that we sell it at knocks the spots off anything that's going on in the stores. Also, you might not be aware of this, but when a customer of yours orders over the internet on your website, then the product is sent directly from our warehouse to their home. So you are not involved in any of the hassle of stock. You don't need premises for that. You don't get tied up in the deliveries, and you don't get any of the headaches that is involved in taking on employees. So as a business model, this is absolutely perfect. In addition, the running costs, you couldn't wish for anything that is lower cost. The risk is absolutely minimal. You've got a product, as you've heard, that works and helps people, to the point that we have people phoning up who are also coming on to order our products because friends of theirs are either talking about it or looking and feeling so good. So those are very, very strong reasons. In addition, we'll come on to rewards and incentives, but they are really, really exciting, genuinely so. You've got a British-based company, which has got a British culture, which is rather nice. You've also got training and support, not just from the parent company, but also find out who are building big businesses in your business, and they will undoubtedly be putting on trainings of their own. There is also a wealth of information on the internet that is well worth your while having a look at. Now, residual passive income. This is something which we're going to cover because this really is the holy grail. But this is something which will add and come on board as your business opens up around the world. And of course, in terms of the market timing, this business is new. We've gone nowhere so far, and you couldn't be in at a better time or a better place. So residual income or passive income is what I referred to as the holy grail, and here's why. You get a customer once and they go on auto ship, and that auto ship reorders every single month. You get a customer once, you get paid month after month after month. Examples of this, Paul McCartney is often hauled out because he's made hundreds of millions of pounds from royalties every single time he gets airplay. That's a really good example. Property rents, those kind of things are again, residual income. In other words, money that comes in once you've already done your work. Now, what that means is that as, for instance, we get into the States, it's quite possible that you end up with people that you've never even heard of who join your business as a customer or distributor in America. So what that means is that you'll wake up in the morning and you'll get a series of emails saying, hey, congratulations, your Simply customer has just purchased some sizzling minerals and there's an additional bonus. This is what knocks the spots off the traditional working method, because you're going to get a part-time job because you want to make £500. You have to keep showing up whatever that job is. With us, you get to a certain point with your customers, and if you wish to, you can then stop working because you know that the money is going to continue coming in. That is where you get real quality of life, because finally you get to say what you do with your time when you want to. Why we do this as a word of mouth thing is also very, very important and relevant. I remember when Harry Potter came out, you couldn't move for Harry Potter books, Harry Potter, I think it was cassettes in those days. Anyway, all that kind of stuff. The kids were talking about them. It was being played. It was being read. Parents were talking about it. It was massive. Now, that is a reason why. So, for instance, Captain Phillips, really good film. Went to see it. Wasn't really up for it. Great performance by Tom Hanks. But also, the guys that were the pirates had never acted before in their lives, and they were sensational. So, you know, it's like when people start talking about stuff with passion, you get to know it. When you take these minerals, if you also get the concept of plant-based minerals are essential to our health, and of course, if you're feeling energized, you're feeling good, you're looking better, that kind of thing, you're going to want people that you know to also take a look and try them for themselves. So here's a good question. How do I get customers? Well, it's as simple as handing people a brochure, this brochure, and asking them to read it and just let you know what they think. It's got a whole load of information in it which generates some questions. There's some key points which people find fascinating. In addition, you can just say to people, I want to give you something to try, give them some minerals and ask them to notice what they notice. We don't sell. This is not about pushing anything upon anybody. Coming back to the core mission, it's about educating people. And again, if you believe in sizzling minerals, you will want people to be taking them, which is why you just hand out information. That's what marketing is. Marketing is giving people information so they can make up their own minds rather than imposing something upon them. So let's start looking at how you can make some money in this business. When you register somebody as a new customer and they go onto AutoShip, you will get a one-off bonus for £10. And this is for people, by the way, who are ordering sizzling minerals. From there on in, you will get a residual income, an income being paid to you every single month. When you get to 6 people, when you found 6 people who order sizzling minerals on AutoShip within 60 days, so not a lot of people in a good period of time to do it in, you will get an additional £40. So those 6 people will have generated you £100 total in bonuses just for getting off to a good start, which is useful. When you get to a level of 50 customers that you've introduced, your monthly passive income will go up to a maximum of £5 per box. So 50 customers, £250 per month. 100 customers obviously is £500 a month. Now, 100 customers might sound like a bit, but if what you're doing is that you're handing out brochures, putting them through doors, etc., and that generates you £500 a month. For just doing that, that gives you £6,000 a year. And remember, once you've got those customers, you get to a place where you can go, right, I've got enough now. I'm going to stop for a while, stop permanently or whatever, because the income continues to roll in. That's where it knocks the spots off anything else that you could possibly do. So it's not just with regard to the passive income that this business model knocks the spots off anything else. Also, when you get to work smart, you really begin to see how the power of leverage actually kicks in. So let's say that you start building a team. You've been handing brochures out. People start asking you what it is that you're doing. You have 5 hours per week to put into your business. After a while, you get other people. Let's say that you've got 3 and they also have 5 hours that they can put in per week per person. So that's 20 hours going into marketing your business, because of course any business they get, you will also be making money from. After a period of time, they do the same. Look what happens. You get a group of people all of whom are under you, and they combined with their 5 hours each are generating a total of 60 hours per week that is going into your business, even though you are only doing 5 hours yourself. That is where you really begin to work smart. In addition, of course, something that is really significant is that people genuinely are feeling good. There's a level of energy, a level of good fun that goes into this business because people are actually experiencing what it's like to feel well. Now, every time that you introduce a new distributor into your business, as somebody who themselves is going out and building their own business, you will also get a £10 bonus from them because they are also your customer. Plus, of course, you get the residual income coming in and month out. Now, here's something. As those people that start working within your business that you've introduced get just 2 customers in 60 days, which is nothing at all, you will get an additional £50 for having introduced them and for having coached and supported them. Now, in the early days, let's say that you're not sure what it is that you do. You then go to the person who introduced you or find who a significant business builder is in your team above you, and they will help and support you to build that. So it's not about you needing to know what you need to do from the word go. You work and you learn as you go along. And of course, every month you carry on getting residual income. It's such a great model. So this slide is stating the obvious, really, which is that the more that you do, the more your business will return. It's as simple as that. There's a position called manager, which doesn't mean anything to you, but it's not difficult to achieve. It just takes persistence. You can do that within a few months. But even if you do it in a year or 2 years, at some point when you get to manager, you'll get an additional £500, not based on any length of time at all. The incentives that we've got going are impressive in themselves. It's not unrealistic at all to expect that you might have a new car sitting on your driveway within the first year of doing this business on a part-time basis. 2014 saw 7 people from a standing start generate new cars on this car plan. It starts at £300 and it goes way up to, at the moment, up to £4,000. In addition, we've got a mortgage plan, which I must stress is at the top end of the pay plan, but it just demonstrates that there is something here at all levels for anybody to aspire to. So it really is something well worth going for. So let's look at how you get team members, people in your business. Well, we have a green brochure for the products. We have a blue brochure for people who are interested in business. And again, it is designed so simply. You hand people the brochure and ask them what they think. It's as simple as that. If you can give people a brochure, in effect, you can do this business. In addition, this brochure is available on simplybizbrochure.com. So you can also send this link straight to people who are not in your locality so they can go online and find out for themselves. So it's cost effective, it's fast, it gives people the ability to really look up what's going on with Simply Naturals and make up their own mind. Looking into the future, those that get involved will grow customer bases of hundreds, possibly thousands of customers within their business and probably around the world. So what happens is that every single month the customer receives products from our warehouse, and within the box they also get marketing materials. For instance, right now they're getting stuff for our highly potent vitamin C and also for our krill oil. If you know about krill oil, omega-3, you can't get anything more potent in terms of anti-inflammatory and really good food for your brain. So people are now ordering these products. Vitamin C, by the way, in terms of busting up bugs and allergen and all that kind of stuff, you can't beat it. So they're already ordering these products. What happens is that as a distributor, you will then get an email congratulating you on a customer having bought vitamin C or krill oil, which you won't know anything about. But because you have got that customer in months, maybe years ago, you are now being rewarded and thanked with additional ongoing monthly bonuses, because guess what? These are also on auto ship. So it means that you've got the potential of expanding your profit base without doing anything extra for it. So what's possible if you join this business right now? Well, if you go outside and you talk to 5 of your friends, 10 of your friends, chances are none of them will have heard about Simply Naturals and none of them will have heard about plant-derived minerals. So that is just an indication as to how wide open this market is. We're at the pioneering stage. It's a blank canvas. You set your sights as you wish to. In addition, you will also get the experience of fundamental satisfaction, which it's tough to believe that you can get it in a job. So you'll have people that you have introduced to minerals who will be thanking you because they're no longer in pain or because they've got increased energy or whatever it might be. In addition, there will be people that will begin to feel hopeful because what they're doing is they're beginning to create small and increasing levels of income, and they can see that there's a point whereby actually the quality of their life improves. So the combination of those two possibilities is profoundly rewarding, and that's a large reason, if not the entire reason, why people will do this business. In addition, for now, you've got access to the original management team and their expertise. And I say for now because we're expanding at a rate. So these guys, obviously, their time is going to get more and more stretched, but you can actually contact direct, get emails answered, etc., by the setup team themselves. The market itself, as I've explained before, is busting wide open. So you've got access to something which is just growing and growing. In addition, with regards to yourself, and it's essential that you think of yourself, that's why people get involved in this too, is that your financial situation will improve. From whether that's a few £100s a month, which, as I said before, you can get in, and if you choose to, you can then stop. That's where this knocks the spots off needing to get a part-time job. Or you go to the other extreme whereby you actually go, do you know what? I want absolute quality of life, because number 6 is when that really occurs. Point 6 is incredibly significant, and it's because, let's say that you're going for £300, £400, £500 a month to make a difference. Pay the bills, know that you can get the car fixed, go on holiday, whatever it is. But the fact is that with this model, you can get to a point where you've got that money coming in month in, month out. Whereas most people, the option is to go and get a part-time job that they have to go and work 10, 12, 15 hours a week in order to make the same kind of money. But that's week in and week out. So to not have that aggravation after a while is a huge reward. For those that decide that what they want to do is completely step off the job ladder, to be able to determine day by day what you do with your time, because you've got passive residual income coming in, gives you a level of, I think, self-respect, but certainly control. Nobody else has a say in how you live your life. The fact that companies deign to give you 3, maybe 4 weeks holiday a year, so that's the only time that you have. But even then, you have to get your holiday time in early ahead of everybody else or negotiate around people. So you don't truly have a say in what you do with your time. This delivers quality of life unlike anything else that you can do. Point 7. There's an opportunity to earn shares within this business. We've had 2 share options already that have been very successful. And what it means is that people are already sitting there with share options that upon fruition will generate them levels of wealth, which it's not to say they're inconceivable, but they are considerable in addition to the income that they get already. So again, financial security giving you a real sense of security in life. The incentives you've already seen. Cars, the car plan goes up to £4,000, which is an extraordinary sum of money. The mortgage plan, as I said earlier on, is when you get to the top end of the scale. But you've got scope here for somebody to be working this business part-time and within the end of their first year to have a new car sitting on the drive paid for is not beyond reason at all. In 2014, with a new business, we had 7 people part-time, every one of them, that qualified for the car plan. You've got powerful training and support from this company, both from the company itself, also from individuals who will be in your business or you'll be in their business. Find out who they are, find out what they're putting on. They are looking for people who want to ask questions and who want to get to work. So be open with them and encouraged by the fact that you are what they're looking for. In addition, there's a wealth of information and training available on the internet, on YouTube in particular. Check that out. The world-leading pay plan right now won't mean anything to you if you're new to this concept. But rest assured, One of the huge benefits is that these guys, having had the level of success that they've had and being involved in this industry, they know what makes a plan work, and above all else, what is fair and reasonable to the distributors involved. So you will find along the way how extraordinary that is in favor of distributors. So that's it. That's the end of the presentation. It's been a lot of information, but I would imagine there are two things possibly that you might want to do now. One is, if you're not already on the minerals, to try them, put an order in and get taking these minerals and share them with your family. The other is that there will probably be questions that you want to ask. So talk to the person that asked you to have a look at this and find out whatever it is that you need to find out with regards to your questions. Now, it may be that they themselves are brand new to this. So again, what we do is that we learn while we're on the job. So they will go and find out, or the two of you can go and find out from a business builder who's got more experience, what the answers to these questions are. Either way, it has been a lot of information. I would hope that you can see that this product is something which is genuinely causing a stir, and also that the potential with regards to this business is really very exciting. Either way, thank you so much for your time, and whatever your choices, we wish you well. Thank you again. Bye-bye.